Hello guys, my name is SubZeroExtabyte and you might be wondering why I am not doing my usual intro where you get to stare at my face. Well, that is because it is kind of hot outside. No, not in the way that the sun is shining or anything like that, but it is literally hot outside because I have been stranded in the middle of a war zone somewhere, where I don't know where. Yeah, so, I am somewhere in someonetic. I don't know in which country I am, I don't know where I am and all of that. All I know is that it is a war zone outside and we better get strapped, otherwise we will be the war zone target and we don't want that to happen. But the P90 sounds pretty good in the ears and it even has a clip with it, so let's just go ahead and use the P90 and see what this baby can do. And I look pretty sick holding this thing. I am not even holding it with two hands because I am a bad boy. Okay, sorry, I am holding it with two hands. But just take a minute to appreciate the city that we are in. It is kind of sad that war happens here because it must have looked really good. I think it was a really beautiful city, but then the war came and it kind of literally fell apart. So that is not really nice, just like the rocket or whatever it is that is in the ground. But even in the sky there is all kinds of stuff happening, so that is just really amazing. And all of the houses look a bit different and the setting is just right. I am not really sure why there is TNT on the ground just chilling sometimes though, but I guess that okay. But the thing for us is that we are really lucky that there are only like bats and stuff left, because I think that this war was pretty serious. I saw some tanks on the roads and all of that, so I am not really sure what all went down here, but I don't think it was pretty. I also don't know why all of these things are on the road, but I guess it is to block those tanks from coming in or something. I am really not sure what all went down here, but I do know that the city must have looked really good back in the day. But if I have to be honest, it kind of looks amazing with all this destruction as well, so that is pretty nice because the city is just really amazing. And let's call this city something. Extabyteburg, destroyed 2.0, because it used to be Extabyteburg, but now it got destroyed and then it got the title destroyed 2.0, so I do believe that Extabyteburg, destroyed 2.0 sounds really good. Maybe it just sounds as good as this MP7 looks, but that is something that I am not really sure about. But I guess it is still a really cool gun and it is still a really cool name for a city, I guess. But I really like this gun, as you already heard. Like, it is just all black with a little bit of a camo black or something. I am not really sure what is going on there, but the rest is just red and there are a couple of hints of black. On the iron sight you see a bit of red, and like, it is just amazing that there can be so little red, but still that the red makes the gun totally amazing. I don't think it would have even worked with any other color. Okay, maybe green, but that is just because I really love the color green. I don't like the color green on Creeper though, don't get me wrong, but I really like the color green. Oh, look at the sky, there is a blimp, there are a chopper little blimp. I can even keep up with what is going on in the sky, let alone on the ground. But there are some windmills as well, so that is just fantastic because windmills are just really great. If you have a windmill in your city, then you are winning. No, for real, you are really winning. Windmills are really cool, except for if you live in a really big city that is like New York and Tokyo and those kind of cities, because I don't really expect those cities to have a windmill. Or maybe for an architect is a really cool building, but not like a fully functional actual windmill. Those are cool. But yeah, that was my confession of love for windmills. So, I don't know about all of you guys, but as I already said, I kind of like windmills. It is just weird, but windmills are just really cool. You want to know what else is cool? Taking another gun, because this MP7 was empty and I kind of already bonded with my MP7, but every great moment comes to an end. So, let's just take the Galil for now and let's just see when this Galil clip that ISN in the chest is empty, and then we can take the other guns perhaps and it will be really good fun and all of that. But I mean, this Galil looks really cool. It even has a silencer on it and it just looks really standard for a gun, but it still looks really cool. And I bet you guys didn't know that some Israeli guy designed the gun, and it was kind of based of a gun that is named the M62, and that M62 was basically just plain stolen from the AK-47, which we probably all know and love. And yeah, the Galil is an assault rifle, as you can see, and it just looks really mean. But it looks mean, it is mean and it sounds mean, but have a silencer on it so you can hear the sound. Haha. But that DOS and really matter, because it DOS and really sound that mean. It just is mean. As you can see, I did a lot of damage to that poor skeleton, and it is kind of sad that I am standing here with an assault rifle and he was just standing there with a bow and arrow. and I can even damage the ground, and that bow and arrow can barely damage me, so that is kind of sad, but I mean, that is the way life. But I am once again out of ammo, so we are just going to take some new ammo and enjoy ourselves some more with a new gun. Different ammo, different things are nice. You shouldn't be afraid of change. Change is the way of life, and change gets you forward, which is just fantastic. So, we are once again in the attic where all of the amazing guns are, in the MP7 and the Galil. We're still chilling there, and we can have that. But here we have the SCAR, the FN SCAR, and then the heavy version of that, which uses the usual American ammunition, which is 7.62 by 52 millimeters, which is really good. But the thing is about this Warzone that I am missing scopes, but yeah, I guess that isn't really that big of a problem, I guess, because this gun is like really good and we just need to aim and pull the trigger, and that is how easy it is. So if we just do that, then we should win this war where there is no war. But still, we are winning, so that is just fantastic. Isn't it? Well, I think that it is really fantastic, and we just kind of shoot the gun and then we shoot at mobs or whatever we want to shoot at, and like that skeleton didn't stand a chance. So that is really sad, but I guess that is the way life is, as I already said. The last time we had the Galil. Now we have the SCAR H, and the SCAR H was designed in Belgium, and it is quite an advanced weapon. It was especially made for the United States, so Belgium did a really good job on that, because it is a really good gun. And it is just a fantastic gun which can perform in almost every circumstance, just like the AK-47 kind of. I even believe that this gun is not really that heavy. I think it is around the 4 kilos, so that is as much as 4 packs of sugar, if you have 4 packs of 1 kilo. And that is how heavy the SCAR H is then. So yeah, that was one hell of a story. Oh, and now we do have a gun with a scope. That is kind of necessary because the M14 is a really good sniper, which is an automatic sniper, so you can just pick your target and you just miss a bullet. Well, no problem, sir. Just aim again and shoot again. If you are lucky, you at your target the next time, and it isn't like a bolt action which has to like to open the barrel and closing the barrel, of course, and then you normally just place a couple of bullets and then you need to reload. But like after every shot you have to open and close the breech. So that is kind of the thing that the M14 does and have, and that is just fantastic. Of course it depends on the situation, but if you don't really care about missing or hitting the target a couple of times, then go ahead mate. Use the M14, which looks really cool, and it is a really cool gun, so it is basically a win-win situation, because you get a cool gun that is really good, so that is just fantastic in all of that. But we are in the fields and WOULD, and it'd be really cool if we just shot at the TNT and that it actually exploded as we shot at it. Well, I believe that would be really fantastic, and I hope that they could add this later on or something, because there is just TNT everywhere and you can really make it explode. Well, obviously you can if you walk up to it and then put a redstone torch or a lever, button or whatever you prefer to use next to it. But that isn't really much fun if you would just be able to like shoot at a TNT like you would shoot at a bat or another creature, then that the TNT just explodes. Of course, you can expect a bat to explode when you shoot at it, since there is no exploding stuff in a bat, so yeah. A bat can really explode, but I mean, if you just shoot at a pile of TNT from a really long distance, how amazing would it be if the TNT then actually exploded? Well, I think that it would just be really fantastic. But yeah, I really enjoy this gun, so that is just fantastic. Oh darn, you know what else would be really great? If you could ride a tank in Minecraft. Oh my god, that would just be too amazing to be true. Like you would just be able to ride a tank and then you see a fence or something like that and you would be like, oh no problem mate, let's just go through it, and then you just go through a fence and then the fence is gone but your tank is able to take that damage, and then you just ride through the city and everything that you see and you don't like, well mate, just drive over it and then it is alright and you just have a great time, just like we are going to have with this M60. I won't be the gunman anymore since I don't know if you guys really want to learn about guns and all that, so I'll just go ahead and I'll just say that I kind of like the looks of this gun and I believe that it is quite powerful, so that is just great. But I'll just go ahead and use this gun instead of talking about it, since it is a really cool gun. Oh wait, here we go again, oh lord please no. Okay, sorry, I'll just go ahead and pew pew at these skeletons and these zombies. And look at these. But we are in the night and there are a lot of mobs at night, and it is going to be really amazing because I have a light machine gun and I can just pew at all of the things that I run into, and then I can just pew them down, and it is going to be really amazing because I am already out of ammo, so that is just fantastic. And now I have to whip the skeleton with his own bone to death, and that is even more sad than that I have a really good and powerful gun and he just has a bow and arrow. But once again, that is how life is, and the skeleton just had to come to the chest and take the sniper or something that he would like, then we could have a fair fight. But no, I had to be out of ammo and he needs to have a bow and arrow, so that is what you are going to get if both parties are like that. But no, now is the cool time, because now we are going to take an automatic shotgun, and this shotgun just goes even more pew than the M60. But with this gun, since it is a shotgun, you need to go close to your target. It is not like the M14 where you can just chill a kilometer away and just look through your scope and pull the trigger and the trigger goes boom. No, it does and work like that. If you choose a shotgun, you choose for action, and if you choose for action and you have a shotgun, action is what you are going to get, because you have to run up to your enemies and you have to almost shoot them point blank, because otherwise it just does and work. And with this baby you can just run into one building, take out one or multiple enemies, then reload in that same house, and then you can repeat that to the next building and just do that until you die. Or if you are the kind of player that likes to take risks, you can just flank the enemies. But you need to not be a dummy and run through a really long field without cover, because then you are going to run into a guy with an M14 and he is going to shoot you down from a distance and you aren't even able to see him because you are a shotgun player that is running through a field. So that is not really great. But I am showing you guys how to use this baby, and I think that you guys kind of get the gist of how to use this amazing semi-automatic shotgun. And it truly is amazing. If I say it is amazing, then I am really not lying, because I really enjoy playing with this baby, and it is just great if you are able to kill things with it. But we are heading to the attic again in a minute, because I am on my last couple of shots, and that is a bit of a problem of the shotgun, because unlike the M60 and the M14, if you miss you can just sit back, relax and just not really care, because with the M60 you have 149 bullets more in your clip, and the M14 you can just aim and shoot again. But most of the times if you miss with this thing, then you have finessed yourself, because if the enemy does and miss, then you are gone, and that is not something you want. But if you just don't miss, then that is just fantastic. But we are all humans and we all miss, so that is not really that great. But I mean, we already have the low ammo in our screen, so we better hurry for a bit and get back to the promised chest, because in this building it seems like there is nothing here. So let's go ahead and leave and search some more mobs, and then just head back to the main building where everything goes down. Oh no, it is raining, guys. I am not wearing my rain suit. I also don't have my hoodie up, so my hair is getting wet, and now it just does and looks nice. But you guys want to know what does look nice? Yeah, that is right. The RPG. This baby looks really nice. You can just launch rockets with this thing, and look how big it is. That reminds me of something that is also big like this thing, which is obviously the MacDonald M that is in the sky all the time. Oh yeah, with the RPG it is kind of a bolt action thing, but then you need to reload every time that you shoot, because otherwise you don't have a rocket in your barrel. But it is kind of cool, because it is like an exosuit or something, because if you have this baby equipped, then you just need to jump when you shoot and then you will go flying through the air, and it is going to be really amazing and all of that. And it just is really cool because you can just go, if you go high enough you can go to the blimp that is in the air, which we have already seen. But yeah, you guys knew my love for windmills, right? Well, my love for launching rockets is even greater, and I believe that you guys probably already know what I mean by that. Yeah, that is right, we are going to destroy the path that leads to the windmill, so that the windmill boss is going to be able to come back to his windmill again, and then I can just live in the windmill and I can make all the bread and stuff, and it is just going to be really great, because I then can eat my own bread and it will be fantastic. Not as fantastic as the feeling of being stuck, of course, but we are kind of not stuck anymore, but we just get launched back to where we were, and it is really annoying. If you hear this Minecraft, please stop, because I don't like it. But I know something that I do like, and that is rockets and an RPG, and then you just go flying and hopefully we aren't stuck anymore. And it kind of worked. Well, it worked because we are not stuck anymore and we are just exploring the city some more and the promised chest of the attic where we just chillin', but the chest is kind of empty. We only have one rocket, but no RPG, but that isn't a problem because we can just whip out an RPG from our inventory and then we are good to go. And then we can go and enjoy some air combat, and we can join the air combat and we are going to be a jetpack flying through the air and we are just going to claim the blimp and then we can shoot at everything that is around us because we need to protect the blimp because blimp is love, blimp is life.